Hi everybody, it's Adrienne again with Adrienne Berry Designs, and I'm back with another journal spread with the 6x6 craft journal from Ranger. We are almost getting to the end, y'all. I cannot wait. In continuing with my beach theme that I started last week because I came off vacation and I still had beach on the brain, and so I had pulled a whole bunch of elements to do this spread last week. And so I still have some of those images and I want to use them, and I want to try and use this large stencil, which I think it might be a little bit too big, but we're gonna see how we can make it work. We might just have to do that much of her. I'm not really sure. So again, I'm pulling some of the same collage papers I had from last week because I don't want to waste them. This image, if you watched last week's video, had come off the top of here, and I really want to use that because it's got the birds there, and the birds are in my stencil as well. So I've also got this image. It's just a bunch of like vintage papers, and this flower here I really like, and it's kind of got the blue in it. So I kind of like how that goes together, even though you would think these two elements don't go together. I like the blues. So I'm trying, and I'm thinking of maybe doing this over here. Not sure. Let's see. For some reason, I thought more of this was showing. Now I could, because this is right there on the seam. Let's see, just cut this and do this horizontal. And it does. So I'm thinking about having this go all the way over here. But, or maybe a little bit more like that so we can see more of the flower. I think that's what we're gonna do. And my glue stick is about to die. Oh my goodness, I need more glue sticks. Running out. And then I think I'm just gonna glue directly on and then cut off. I get it positioned the way that I want it. So I want, okay, let's see, close that, and we can just cut that with our trusty knife right there. Just do that. Let's see. I might salvage this to see how much we can maybe do on the other page. Try to not waste and use as much as we can. See if I could maybe do that over there and do the shells around it maybe. Or I could put it down here and nobody will know it's sky. Let's see. If we cut this down. I think this will go this way. If we go here, like I could do that, or we could leave it all this page. I think I'm gonna go ahead and glue this down and then we'll trim. We are really at the end here, folks. So let's just go ahead and we'll do that portion of it, because I can always cover up whatever I want to cover up. So let's cut this off. Maybe we could even use the back of these. Come on, you. Oh, I'm cutting into the page. Cutting into the page. Okay, there we go. So, oh my goodness, I'm really at the end. I really didn't want to break out the gel medium. Sorry, you all are hearing my doggy. Let's see here. So I could do like that with the flip or the reverse maybe. And then I could still maybe carry this over to the top. I could do a torn edge. It doesn't have to. Maybe I need to start going live so I can talk to you guys and I can get some feedback. I've never done, I think I've done a YouTube live once and nobody showed up. I think actually I had one person. That's when I was doing my Patreon. I actually like how the paper is split there with her. Or I could flip it this way and we can do all of her. Because I just love these flowers right here. Let's do it. Let's just do it. Let's not think about it. Well, then I was actually, like I was thinking I could like do that. But we'll see. Let's go ahead and put her down. And then we will figure out the rest. Maybe I should go over to the side as far as I can, because I do kind of like that look. Oh, you know what? Yeah, we need to not do the gap. I think that's something that they had to do when they made the stencil. So we're just gonna draw straight and connect it and not do those little gaps. We will do this because this shows that she has two legs. And this shows the arm. So we will trace that. And same thing here, because this is the other arm. Let's do that. My dog has taken to chewing on my heat gun because I let it hang from my desk there. So now she's probably gonna get mad at me because I just took it away. She's looking for it. She's sniffing on the table. That's why my table is shaking right now. I apologize for puppy interruptions. Hopefully she will not bark at me in a minute and tell me she's mad at me. Okay, so I will try to trace the little birds as best as I can. It's gonna be hard because it's so tiny to get in there. Maybe if we do that, we can get in there better. These little ones are really hard. The itty bitty bitty birds. Oh, see, that broke. Some of these are so tiny. I'm just going to color them in with the pencil. And if I want to go over them with something, I'll do that. But they're just so tiny. It's so hard to, it's just easier to color it in on the stencil, like these itty bitty ones all the way over here. These itty bitty 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 birdies. Okay, did I get them all? This one, this itty bitty tiny one. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so see how that stencil, it was that line that way. So I just need to connect. There, connect our legs. Because I'm gonna use something to, see, that looks good. It's kind of neat how I have some of the birds colored in and some not. You know, I wonder if I should just leave them like that with this pencil. They probably should be like black. So that came out good. I like that. And then again, I had this paper I was thinking about doing for contrast. Or should we just leave it? I'm wondering if, see, I've got this dark blue. Maybe we should use this and just, oh yeah, I like that. Look, see, that's how I wanted this one to be, dark blue. So these are the Neocolor watercolor crayons, and I'm just gonna completely color her in with this. And then we will go in with a little bit of water. I mean, I guess I could have like made the legs flesh color and all that, but is what it is. She's got birds coming out of her hair here. Bird out of her dress, bird coming out of her arm. I'll show you how we can get those birds. Okay, so now if we take our paintbrush and we're just gonna go in and wet this. Now, see, this does change the color a little bit. That's why I was trying to color in a lot so it'd be really saturated. I just love these crayons. It's so neat what you can do with them. They are one of my favorite tools to have. And if you've watched any of my other videos, I've probably talked about it. You can buy these in sets on Amazon, or if you have like a fine art store near you. But the other thing is if you go to like a store And I say fine art store, not craft store, because you might find a tin of them at a craft store. But when you go to a fine art store, they usually have a rack with the colors, and you can buy them in onesie twosies because they are very expensive. Sorry, they are very expensive. But they last a long time. Like I've had these forever because I don't use them a lot because I want to preserve them because they are so expensive. But at a fine art store or online, I think like even Dick Blick or something, you can buy just the colors that you want instead of spending like anywhere from $35 to way up there, $70, $90, $100 on a set. But it is worth it if you're going to use them. But I just like, you know, sometimes you just need one color. And you can just, you know, buy a couple, try them out, see how you like them, and then maybe invest in a set. Or put it on your Christmas list, your birthday list. Maybe someone will surprise you. Okay, so now I need a really tiny brush. Let's see if we can do this one, because now the birds are, for me to get in there with the birds. Get in all these little cracks and stuff. Okay, and so now what you can do, like you can just take your wet paintbrush and you can just go directly on the crayon like this and just carry it in like that. See? Isn't that neat? And you really do not need a lot of water at all. As you can see, I'm going from bird to bird on the same little thing of water. My hand's starting to shake a little bit. And yes, I could use a pen or whatever, but I want to keep the same color. And they're just like watercolors. I mean, see how much water you add, how much I'm adding, how light some of the birds are and how dark some of them are, because it's based on how much water and pigment I'm using. Just a little bit more controlled doing it this way. So that's neat. So they're all kind of different. And then I think just for some little extra, like I'm just gonna put it down here along this, fill in this white from where I tore the page. So you see how light it goes? So it almost just looks like I'm blending the page. I shouldn't have gone so dark up here, but it's fine. See? So now I can decide, do I still want to do that there? Or I have this piece that was from the sky over there. We can make this a torn edge. Guess I could have used one of my trusty rulers with the deckled edge, but I just thought about that. I'm already almost done. Kind of want this to be more I think I'm gonna do that because it's like I'm bringing the page over. I don't know, folks. Can we get one last little push out of here? Let me just rip that off right there. I don't know, I kind of like that. Very simple. You know, and I could, should I leave it? Just leave it alone, just leave it alone. I think we'll leave it alone. Then I still do have that window. If you remember from last week, I had that window, and you know what? I kind of like that. But should we trim this? What do you think? And I think this time I'm not gonna write anything. Should I trim off more of that bottom? Should I make it just the window? Kind of like it. I think I'm not gonna write any words because, I don't know, you just kind of leave it open up to interpretation on your own with the window and the birds everywhere. Let's see. Then I will just put today's date. Just for myself, because I like to remember when I made things. So I think I'm going to call this one done. I really just kind of like the simplicity of it. Yeah. So let me know what you think of this. Let me know what you think of if you've tried the watercolor crayons, and what you think of this design with no words and how it's just open for interpretation. Okay? Until next time, see you later. Bye.